Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined now with the champ himself, Caleb Plant. Caleb, how are you doing? Congratulations on your win just a matter of days ago.
Thank you. Good to be here.
What was it like fighting in front of your hometown?
Oh man, it was electric. I don't know if you guys saw it on TV, but a huge crowd came out. The whole city came out and supported. And even besides that, just their energy was electric. Memorable night.
Do you anticipate that we'll be seeing you more often out there, fighting out there?
I believe so.
Yeah.
With the ticket sales and just everyone who came out, I think we found a new market. So.
Yeah, I heard that it was quite a success.
Oh yeah, huge success. Like I said, the whole city came out, and then the views, 1.8 million views. So, the stock is going up. So.
All right. Well, I got to talk to you about this whole Oscar De La Hoya Canelo thing that's going on. It seemed as though they said they made an offer to you, and that you declined it because you had short notice. Do you want to clarify?
Yes, I would like to clarify. First off, they have not sent an offer. One of their secondary people reached out to someone in my management. It was not them directly, it was somebody secondary, and they didn't even send an offer. So Marcos, after my fight in the post-fight press conference, said Canelo doesn't really have an opponent. It seems like thus far for May, is that something that you'd be interested in? And I said, no, it's not something I'm interested in right now. I didn't say I don't want to fight Canelo. I didn't say I wouldn't fight Canelo. But for me to do everything I did in training camp and then a 5 or 6 week pre-camp that I have, and even going 10 rounds, even though I didn't take that much punishment, I don't need rest from the fight. I need rest from training camp. And anyone who disagrees with that, they probably never overtrained a day in their life because they don't really work out. So it's nice to rest from training camp. I'll be ready in September. So they haven't even made an offer to me yet. But one thing to just so everyone knows, my team has sent an offer out to Callum Smith to try and make a unification match, because it looks like Canelo's fighting Billy Joe anyways. They're just trying to put a rain cloud over my weekend, really. They know that they're not fighting me. They're just trying to make, put out this news, and then everyone listens to them, and then instead of talking about, the successful weekend that I had with views and my performance and, everyone who came out, instead we'll be talking about this right here. So, like I said, haven't made an offer, and but we have made an offer to Callum Smith, and we've also made an offer to Triple G as well. So. Yeah.
Good stuff. I know that there was supposedly mention that Canelo may want to face Triple G again in September, and we don't know what's going to happen yet. We aren't quite certain if Saunders is getting the fight. It's still up in the air. But however, I do want to ask you about Oscar saying that it's over for you. They're never going to offer you the fight ever again against Canelo. What do you have to say to that?
I ain't got nothing to say to that. That's his words, not mine. So. After I beat David Benavidez and come unified, we'll see what he's got to say.
Do you find that it's going to be challenging for you being with a different promotional banner? Obviously today we're seeing 2 different promotional banners, 2 different networks working together. Do you foresee that happening in the future with someone like yourself as well?
Yeah, absolutely. It takes 2 mega stars to make a mega fight, to make mega money that'll make mega networks work with each other. Canelo is somebody I definitely want to fight. That's somebody I've been saying that I want to fight. But for you to not give me, if he's a mega fighter, that means any fight that he is a mega fight. Well, why wouldn't I get the same amount of time that he's get to rest and then train and all that? It's not even a reasonable offer. I'm not pricing myself out because they haven't even sent an offer for me to, but it's not reasonable for them to make me fight May 2nd, 2 months from now, after everything that we just went through. So
it seems like to me that the super middleweight division seems to be the new booming division. Now you guys got all the big players in there, and we got Canelo now saying he wants to be at 168. We got you, we got Benavidez, we got Saunders, and we got Callum Smith. What's the likelihood that we can get the Benavidez fight anytime within the next 6 months? Because I know that from what I understand, they were saying that it can't happen right away.
I guess that it can't happen because he's got to fight with, the Turkish dude, what's his name, Yildirim, got hurt, and so now he has to fight someone to stay busy, and then it's a mandatory for him to fight Yildirim right after that.
Got it.
So unless he can somehow step aside from that, it is his mandatory. So if the sanctioning body says no, then he'll be stripped of his world title if he doesn't fight them. Just like I would have been stripped of my world title if I didn't fight Vincent. He's
Yeah.
a mandatory, and everyone knows the IBF is strict with mandatories. So unless he's able to step aside from that, it sounds like he's booked up for a year. And you can't think that I'm going to sit on the shelf for a year waiting on him when, like I said, I'm a world champion. I have my own path to continue. So I don't know. It's a fight that I'm pressing for. It's a fight that I want. And it's a fight that I know in my heart will get made. It just seems like it's not happening as fast as we all want. I'm not sure all the ins and outs of why, but it'll happen.
You versus Callum Smith here in the U.S. or in the U.K.?
I don't know. We'll see if they even take the bite on the offer that was sent, you know, and we can get to the details after that. But it takes two to dance, so one person, you know, both have to say yes. We've sent the offer. The ball's in their court. They can do what they want with it. But you heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? We've sent an offer to him and Triple G, so hopefully we can make it happen.
Hey, that's super exciting. Lastly, 2 predictions from you, if I can. I want to know that if Canelo does fight Billy Joe Saunders, who do you have winning that fight?
Hopefully Canelo. That's who I'd like to see win, because I do want to fight Canelo. But so that's who I would have.
Stylistically, is that who you have winning?
And stylistically, yeah. Not just because I want him to win, but also just his experience. I don't think he's over the hill yet, you know what I'm saying? So I would have Canelo.
Okay. And of course, how can I not ask you about the main event this weekend? We got Walters versus Fury too.
I'm going with Deontay. Okay. You know, he's been a huge supporter of mine for a long time. He's been right down the street in Alabama. I'm from Tennessee. So even before I turned pro, he's been a supporter. So, you know, I'm going to rock with my boy. And it's one thing to not, like I said with other people, it's one thing to not get knocked out by Deontay in 12 rounds. It's another thing to not get knocked out by him in 24 rounds. So that's tough. Do
you think Tyson Fury has a chance at knocking out Deontay Wilder? Because you know that's what he's going for. That's
what he says he's going for. We'll have to see. It seems unlikely. It seems like it played better into his hands to do what he did last fight. He had a lot of success with it, and that's a crazy dude. So who knows if he's just playing with us or if he's serious. So the great thing is we're gonna get to find out. So.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for your time. I wish you nothing but the best, and let's see what happens between you and Callum Smith, or Triple G for that matter. Final words?
Man, just stay tuned. Big things.
All right, thank you very much. Bye, Fight fans. Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking the icon right here, and also hit the bell button so that you can get alerts every time we upload a new video.